Alright, turn to the page that it told you on your instructions on the front. Your title is PEMDAS in Algebra. Your date goes in the corner. And then right here, your TEK is 5.4E and 5.4B, since we're looking at PEMDAS, order of operations, and the algebra. Alright, just to review, here's our little PEMDAS guy. The P that we do first is for parentheses, and then second if there's any brackets. And sometimes you might see these little squiggly ones like that. Okay, and those would be third. But you don't see those very much. Okay, they're called braces. Next is the E for exponents. Okay, you don't have any exponents. I wrote it over here. This 3 with squared. But over here I have 7 squared, and I put the little just say no thing over it. Okay, because we don't have to worry about those this year. Next is multiply and divide. Okay, and I wrote out all our ways that we're multiplying. We got the X that we're used to, the little dot, a number next to parentheses means that you're multiplying, and a number next to a variable or a letter means you're multiplying. Okay, and then dividing, we have our division symbol, and then we also have our division bar. So, for example, if you have a variable over a number, you're going to divide A by 4 on this example right here. Then you have add and subtract, okay? And both of these steps, multiply and divide, and add and subtract, both of them are from left to right, and you do whichever one comes first. So be sure you move from left to right and do whichever operation comes first when you're on the multiply divide step and when you're on the add and subtract step. Okay, pause the video and be sure you have all of that written down. Alright, so let's look at an example. Okay, we're going to do 15x divided by parenthesis 4 minus 1, close parenthesis, plus 9. Okay, we're going to do it where x equals 2. So I wrote down my little PEMDAS. That way I can check it off as I do it. Okay, right here it tells us that x is going to equal 2. So I'm going to put 2 in for my x. Okay, so right here this is going to be 2. And now it's a multiply. So I'll put my little dot. First things first, we're going to do our P, which is parentheses. So I look and I've got parentheses, so that's what I'm going to do first. 4 minus 1 is 3. So then I bring everything else down just like it is. Check off my P. We don't have any exponents. Next is multiply divide as you go from left to right. So going from left to right, first off I have 15 times 2. That's 30. And then everything stays the same. So it moves to 30 divided by 3 plus 9. We're still on multiply divide from left to right. So now I have 30 divided by 3. That gives us 10 plus 9. So now all that's left, I'm done with my multiply divide. All that's left is add and subtract, and the only thing I have is 10 plus 9. That gives me 19. And I check off that step. Pause it here. Be sure that you've gotten all of that down. Okay, on some of them I didn't do, like right here, I did my 15 times 3 and got my 30. 15 times 2, sorry. And then 10 plus 9. Hey, if you want to circle your steps as you're doing it, each one, then you can. Hey, now the rest of your homework is a practice page. You've got 3 problems to work. You're going to copy them down just like this, where you have your PEMDAS, your answer across here, and what the variable is represented by. Hey, you're going to solve through these, and then tomorrow during class we're going to turn it in, and I'm going to check your work. Hey, follow each of the steps and go in order from left to right when you get to the multiply and divide steps. Okay? I'll see you tomorrow, scholars. Have a good night.